Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Albion TV. We are live. It's Saturday night and it's time for 5v5 Crystal League action. We've got your level 4, 5 and 6 matches coming up. My name is Lewpac and I'm joined of course by Shozen and Bogul. We've got about 3 minutes till our teams are going to be going in. Hopefully we can get a vote up on the screen and decide who we're going to be watching first. We had some nice 20v20 and ZVZ action shows and I think you covered all of that, didn't you?
Yeah, we did. We had a ton of it today. We had the ZVZ action early today was absolutely insane, followed by some 20v20 content. The 20v20s were a little bit there weren't very many of them. Is how I would describe it, Lupac. We only had one of each, the 4s and 5s, due to I'm hearing a lot of people are out there doing the bandit event. Apparently
Bandits is good points. Yeah,
gets a lot of
known.
points. Okay.
It is definitely known.
Unfortunately, I can't type fast enough to get us a poll up and running right now, but we do have some interesting options available for you. I was thinking Theus RS.
Yeah, Theus was looking strong in the off season. Cargera's on the field. A bunch of guys actually.
Oh, we have a ton of them. Like there's quite a few. Like people are done with their event. Let's just put it that way. There's a bunch of people ready to go for the level 4 Crystal Leagues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Very strange though. This early
10?
in the season, and a lot of these big teams, the big name teams, playing from towns. I'm really surprised that these guilds haven't snapped them up and asked them to play from towers to get those big tower levels, get the points rolling in, especially early in the season. Because if you can hit a level 7 or 8 tower, it stays that level for a month. It doesn't decay for a whole month, which is crazy, you know?
Right. I only see 2 teams doing level 4s from towers.
Plus, obviously, you get the crystal chests at the high levels from towers. Maybe they're only doing level 4s from town and they're going to move out. Or maybe, I have heard from some GVGers that they just simply don't want to leave town. They just can't be bothered. Teams have been known. They said we'll play from towers if someone brings all our gear there and preps it all for us.
Like back in the day.
Yeah, like what do you call it? Like the ball boys or whatever, the racket carriers in the tennis.
Yeah, sure, whatever they're called. I don't know.
We're going to get into our first matches very soon. So do you want to start on Theus then?
Yeah, I like watching Theus. I think he's pretty great. We have, other options if you really want to go for it, like a Bout Feeder, Dr. Mac with FS Pet Phyllis. You have Unusual from Sun, who's actually playing from a tower. And the other, the Carthaginian, is also playing from a tower from the Anatolian Tigers.
See, that's what you want. You want people playing from those towers.
All right, then let's do that. Let's do Unusual. Like he's playing from a tower. He's got Dip on his team. It can't be bad.
Yeah, we always like to see a bit of Dip, don't we?
Yeah.
Unusual's player that I see most of the tanks I've looked at are playing this Star for Balance. Some of them are playing Thetford Cape Poison. Some are playing Limhurst Poison, which allows them to open up the stun passive. But no one's gone full greed. We did see a few before with the Tenacity and Cultist Sandals. And it seems that some of them are going Fiend Sandals, Hood of Tenacity. Some of them are going Fiend Cow, Cultist Sandals. So no one's gone mega anti-heal. We saw some crazy greed stuff, especially in the off-season tournament. Still using those defensive omelets as well. Unusual on the boys. Black Kenny, Dip, Minsu, and Barak. Nice team. I think we saw... There's Nataxo that was with the French team. Nataxo and Archie win from the French team we saw as subs actually see play in the off-season tournament as well.
Yeah, we did. We did see them play in the tournament. I thought you were going somewhere else with that. But yeah, okay.
No, I was just thinking he was in this team, but I think he was in the other French team. I think Archie Win managed the 3rd place. I don't know if we got Print to Death and the guys of the 2nd place finishers. Are they in action today?
I'll take a look. But I'm starting a brand new raffle right now. I have reset it.
Somebody gear swapped at the start there and broke overcharge. I'm not sure.
Oh, no. Why would you? Okay.
It's Fatnex, Neon Eats, KFC, Matchu, RPG, and Liette. Hannibal.
Prince of Death is not online.
Oh, wow. So maybe they're taking a little break after the off-season shenanigans. It's going to be interesting. Hannibal, a guild I'm not too familiar with in terms of like the seasons, but the names on this team I'm very familiar with, and We're definitely looking at some strong players. Barak finding space on the bow. It's a very explosive backline, though. Dip on the one-hand crossbow. The irony of Dip being on crossbow when Arcane finally is like main meta is not lost on us here at Albion TV. Kenny comes in with the razor cut. Hannibal looking to peel back. Good reset from Machu. Solid combo, but Unusual's anti-heal is causing all sorts of problems.
Wow,
and I don't think they can stabilize from this shows. And it's gonna be
they're gonna lose 2, maybe 3.
It's gonna be 2. It's gonna be 3 on the choke with the tank potentially. Oh, good save there, but it's not going to be enough. It might be a 4th here. Fatnex is going to be 4.
They did. Wow, that was really good kill pressure by this Sun team. That was impressive. Hunting them down, slowing them down, and just taking the care of business. That was quick and brutal.
Machu actually came in with a huge save. Neon had the Judy down. They got what would be the perfect reset, but the problem is no pressure onto Anuzul, and his anti-heal just caused their reset to do so little that they never stabilized. And he is not running a tanky build.
No.
Doesn't have resistance. He doesn't have Martlock. RPG taking an absolute hounding early on. Black Kenny eats the return. This time they are getting a bit of control onto Unusual, but they need to pressure him into dropping these rocks. They can't just allow the Mystic Rocks to sit on their team. They are getting controlled in the choke. RPG, he's taking the fire, but the Judy goes down, and he should be able to stabilize, but they have to get Unusual off of these rocks as soon as possible, and I don't think the Curse is the right weapon to do it. Compare the two backlines. You know, the bow, crossbow is so much more.
That's a lot of pressure. Yeah, that's a lot of pressure. You can really just target somebody and just take them down, especially if they're running the rocks. Not being able to get the heals. I mean, yeah, the resistance is nice, but you want to put the pressure on them and, you know, make somebody pay. And you got to get some pressure in there. And I don't know if the Curse is going to do it.
Allowing them to get the first cap, though. Unusual coming in deep. Here comes the Mystic Rocks on the choke. Reset, not going to do enough for Fatnex. Fatnex pops the Purge's Shield. They got some good pressure. Good work from Liet there. Forces Unusual to drop the rocks, but there goes the Judy reset, and they're holding fast on this choke. RPG may be able to break here. Unusual gets shredded. Now the follow-up. Good stuff from Hannibal. Can they close out with the kill? RPG, he misses with the leap. He's using the new Q with the leap. Doesn't quite land the root onto Unusual. Very awkward ability to land sometimes. And here comes the Cultist Sandals onto Hannibal. Barak finding some space on the bow. RPG so tanky on this front line. RPG Y has done such a good job. There's the route onto Unusual. Black Kenny forced back. Orb to the front line. But now Sun's in big trouble. Hannibal have got this under control, and they could close this on the choke. Triple root on the choke.
Nice.
There's the leap, the aggressive leap. Here comes the slam. They're gonna just about dodge the slam.
Yeah, they did, but they're still in trouble here. It's not going to matter.
Black Kenny's probably going to go as well to follow. There's one heal, and this is the return from
Hannibal. They might lose more. They might lose more. It's going to follow up here.
I think they're going to get Barak as well, unless Minsu can save him. Some good saves coming out, actually.
Like, they didn't put enough pressure on Minsu there, and it's allowing him to save the rest of his team.
Two people back in the fight.
They're going to get Minsu, though. They're going to get Minsu here.
They've got to be careful. They've got to be careful because Unusual's back with cooldowns
Nice! Well done by this Sun team.
Running at them with no health.
No health, doesn't care.
This is going to be problematic, honestly.
Ballsy as hell. Like, really well done by the Sun team. No fear. No fear at all. And great heals. Great heals.
Hannibal turned that into a 3-cap despite the push. They weren't greedy. They didn't push everybody. They stayed and got the caps. And that was really nice.
That might have been why they were unable to secure the kill, but I'm going to tell you again, like I've said 1,000 times, more important to get the caps.
Yeah, caps win games. Kenny taking a big beating earlier. And it looks like Barak actually went back to 10 to do a switch. I'm not sure what the switch we're going to see is. Oh, no, he's gone for the back cap. He faked the switch and went the wide angle to the back cap and grabbed it.
Stopping the bleed. Only down to 10 points of rotation. Really good play there. I like it.
Are they going to rotate or are they going to fight?
No, they're going to come up the stairs. They got to go up the stairs.
Good purge onto Liet. The bomb goes out. He's going to pop his Guardian Helm for the bomb. Kind of unnecessary without the Pierce in play, but he seemed to think it was worth absorbing the damage. Black Kenny going to run on top of him. He wishes he had that Guardian right now. Shield boots come in from Fatnex. Good bops with Matthew on the Purity. Black Kenny needs to respect the damage he's taken. Dip's in a bit of trouble. Nice knockback. There goes the root from Kenny. They're clumped up. Barak, evasive leap. Oh, RPG was waiting for him with the root. That was beautiful from RPG Y of Hannibal. Now Dip's having to roll back. These Royal Shoes, the new faster Royal Shoes are being played quite a lot right now. And Unusual is going to get picked off. And this one's going to be brought back. And finally, Hannibal for the first time going to take the lead in this match, Shozen.
Yeah, that is impressive the way they've been able to take control. Like we were saying, you know, the first engagement there, such good control by Sun, hunting them down. It looked like this matchup was going to just be one-sided because of how the synergy of Sun was working there. But Hannibal, really impressive
They're
turnaround.
pressuring Unusual, and that's the difference. He's not just sitting there devaluing their heals. They're pressuring him off. He gets the purge, but Liet instantly with the second quiver, and now they don't think they can do anything. RPG needs to be a little bit careful. Unusual comes in. He was going to go in with the rocks, but thought twice because of that counter pressure on the choke. And these roots, these axe roots, are causing them big problems right now. Hannibal team hitting every single axe root. Kenny in a lot of trouble. Minsu comes in with the reset. Unusual going to go for the back line now. Still hasn't popped the Mystic Rocks. And if he's not popping the rocks, then he might as well be playing another weapon at this point.
Well, that's what it's there for. You got to pop the rocks.
Now he's going to find an opening, but the problem is Kenny has already got taken out in the front line. Minsu just about able to keep Dip alive, gets knocked back. He should have the leap for the choke any second. I think he's going to wait and try and commit, like, get them to commit something offensive, and there we go. Doesn't want to do it too early because he knows they'll counterplay it, and now RPG maybe overstayed his welcome here, but I think it'll be a quick southwest rotation.
Impressive engagement there by Sun, holding out. I'm not sorry, Hannibal there, and holding out against Sun as they pushed in. These guys are kind of impressing me. I mean, we know a number of these guys. I know Liet, we know Fatnex, but some of these guys are newer names.
Big armor pierce opener onto Unusual as well. He's going to pop the Judy. Should be okay. As soon as he gets out of that cultist, he'll be fine, but this is the difference now. They're putting that pressure out, and he just can't play. He's just running back and forth because he can't play the back line. There's nothing really for him to do on the front line, and it's causing tons of pressure to come through. Nice roll from Liet. Rolls the purge, and now they're going to be driven back. And after an impressive opener, it's actually only 4-4 in kills, shockingly. They're going to get out of there. The roll, here comes the reset from Minsu, and they're going to go for the quick rotation, I think, or are they going to switch something up? I'm not sure here. Because something's got to change. This isn't working for them now.
And they don't have a lot of time left to make it happen, Lewpac.
Yeah,
they're going to take another 20
They're on a 2-minute timer. Oh, Barrack's going to go for the back cap again. He's mounting up out of sight. But I think Liet sees him at the edge. I'm not sure.
Like, these guys could have really done some. Alivus is really low here. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong match. God damn.
He's going to get it again.
This is honestly what happens when you've got two screens up and like got layered on each other.
Too easily. Like, I really don't like that they're not spotting that back cap twice in a row. Now the rocks come out. Now the combo comes out. And 4v4 in the mid seems to be suiting the Sun boys better. They're having their own fight as well. Kenny's in trouble. Barak is going for the 1v1 versus Liet. That'll be a very interesting matchup. And probably the winner of that is going to win the whole engage. But Liet's got his healer on side. So he's going to find the kill onto Barak, and that's going to be big. Unless they can grab the trade very, very quickly. They are low. Fatnex gets caught. Oh, but great use of the static to keep himself safe. That was beautiful. Nice orb from Minsu. But the 1v1 was going to prove costly. They nearly had it there. But the problem was Barak was fighting Liet, who had a healer next to him. So he was always going to lose that exchange. He should have backcapped and rejoined the fight. Oh, deadly shot onto Black Kenny. Picks him off. It's going to be a 20 here, and I think this is just a chill now. I don't think you put another set into this. That was really well played from the Hannibal boys.
Bogul pointed out something interesting here in chat. He says that Dip is wearing that Carleone cape, so I haven't seen one of those out and about yet. Interesting choice here.
Yeah,
getting that double Q going.
Yeah, every 30 seconds he gets a second Q.
That's brutal.
Certain weapons, particularly this one-handed crossbow, that is a very good weapon to have that on.
I want to see that on the one-handed arcane right now with the triple magic shock.
But he's using well prepared as well. Why are they backcapping now? I don't understand the backcap when you only need 10. I think at this point you just chill.
Yeah. Or make you have to make a significant push, kill 3 guys.
I mean, they have to kill Matchu. If they could kill Matchu, then maybe. But they're actually diving for him hard. He's going to go here. He's probably going to go. Oh, the saves. The saves. Another save. Can they get him? They are going to run him down, but why didn't they do that earlier? No, he got saved again. Dip went all in for that. I can't believe they didn't get him. There was 2 Guardian helms and the shield boots. I thought he was going to go down, but even then it would have been too little too late.
I have one up right now. I'm going to try to find another one. The Theus RS match looked like it was going to be a comeback in the works, but One Punch Man stopped that cold. And now you have Theus and the boys just taking control. They had 3 caps until just a second ago, 79-26. We'll watch that one out while I go grab another match that maybe is a little bit more competitive.
Yeah, the Antelonian Tigers doing a great job here at holding this one. But I think their time is done. I am watching as the Mystic rocks onto 2. They find Nick, actually. I wouldn't speak too soon. Nick's just been taken down by the Antelonian Tigers. Their full dive. They get the Razor Cut onto Aurelia. Really nice. Rudin's looking to stabilize, and I think the Tigers are going to roll this one down because they've still got the Mystic Rocks up front. Rudin's got max bleeds and max curse. The heals are coming, but this is full pressure, and they have a lineup that you don't want to be on the back foot against. It's a brutal lineup. Rudin's going to drop. Aurelia's going to run for it. Forsaken and their healer might actually get caught as well. Antelonian Tigers, they need to grab this cap, but I think they waited too long. They waited too long for the cap, and Theus is going to find the interrupt onto Lewis. And that is not the one, Shozen. They got 2 kills and didn't turn it into even a 2 cap.
Nope, didn't get the caps, and now they can lose
nasty
their
wounds
healer.
onto Danev. He's got nasty wounds. He's got Mystic Rocks, but that's nice from Lewis. Lewis actually
Pulling him off, yeah.
He forces
healer.
Theus off the healer with the cap. That was very clever play. They have 1 minute still in this fight, and it's not over yet. And he's doing it again. Lewis needs to get in this fight, though. He can't just keep capping because he's not going to get it. He is holding 2 of them at bay, I suppose, but I don't know if they have kill pressure without him. He's going to land a nice E from this high ground, I think. He's got the armor pierce ready. Oh, he misses the armor pierce, and they all stack to the north, and he's got no energy left to finish this. I see what he was doing, but I just don't think it was the right play at the time. Good orb, Miss McMickey is doing a good job with his axes, but the Antelonian Tigers, they did well in the fights, but they need to sharpen up on turning those winning engages into caps.
So I'm just checking out our other matches that we have available. FS Pet Phyllis has been working on a comeback here, currently at 41-44, really tight in the final moments of that match. We'll head over there as soon as this one is over.
Yeah, this one will be over in 10. I think even if they do find that kill now, they're going to be in trouble. The axe is getting huge value on this choke. Nasty. And the stun onto Dejev. He goes in for the reset. They might be able to get Rudin here on this Daybreaker. But no, it's gonna be over there. Going to FS Petit Phils then. 41-16 right now. Blue Army, Flicker Shot, Bar Brady, and the gang.
All right, this one might be over too. Just as we get here, it went from a very close match to a 3 cap, and I don't see any pressure coming out to challenge these guys. It might be over. I'm gonna go and try to find yet another match. I don't think it's gonna happen. I think we have 1 level 2 left. Did we lose Lewpac?
No, I'm back. I'm just watching the end of this one as they're going to 3 cap it out and take it quite comfortably.
I'm sorry, Lewpac. I just haven't heard you be quiet that long ever.
I was just trying.
Are you okay?
I was trying to jump around and inspect people, particularly Marine Lepente on this pike. Always love to see a pike build. He's just running a regular one, not a honk pike with the demon cape. It's the soldier armor stalker hood, so it's still very painful. And a lot of these guys now, the royal shoes are back in the game, back in the meta right now. A lot of people running these. They go further and they're faster than they used to be. Basically similar to how they were when they were heavily meta and before they got nerfed.
All right, we're heading over to Frodo Baggins over here.
Of course we are.
10-49 in a level 2. We'll see if these guys can pull this one out. Looks like they've been on the back foot for a while, and they just lost Seiya Tatsumi. That could be bad.
He got picked off, but Frodo going the other way. Will he be greedy here? He's going to be greedy. He's going to do it. He's going to do it, Shozen. He's going to do it, but it's going to be the cap's coming just in time. He's too late. And it's going to switch, and there's the 10. No, wait, what?
They just took 20.
How did he? Oh, Gom. stole the cap. And if they're going to
Gom took the
save
middle.
Gom, they're going to save him.
They're going to save him, and if this
here
is
go the
really
caps the other
good,
way.
they have to put pressure on to hold something though, so they don't lose the 10. But it's too late, Lewpac. That was a really nice move. I liked it, but they had to turn it around into some kind of defensive pressure. Just not enough, and they're going to lose this one.
That was a good finish. Very interesting. I don't know why they're going for the cap. They need a 2, and they don't have a back capper, I don't believe. 1, 2, 3, no, 5. There's going to be a full dive. Oh, wow. Nice hit from the axe there. Big damage. He's going to roll away on this bow. That was really cool. Huge work from the front line. The bear paws connecting cleanly. And give them 30 more seconds and they'd have this, I think. Although Gnom is very low on his axes. The Mystic Rocks on the choke. Oh my goodness, they're in such a state. They kill the healer as well. Give those guys 30 more seconds and they've probably got that match. But unfortunately, they didn't macro play and they didn't have 30 seconds. So
time runs out. Sometimes
time runs out, Shozen. And that's only our first round for today. We've got level 5s coming up in just a bit.
And then that means we have another one after that as well. We got level 6. What do we got here today?
Yeah.
4, 5, 6,
we got
yeah.
4, 5, 6 today. Some good matches coming up.
You know what else we're running out of time for?
Raffles.
Yeah, people got to hurry up and enter. They're not going to get in.
Is there some raffles? Cool.
Yeah,
It's been a big week then. The call to arms update arriving, and it's been probably one of the most well-received updates of all time.
Yeah, people are loving it. I have heard nothing but praise. Well, that's not true. Marvin did say he didn't like the bandits, and I have heard a little bit of complaints regarding the 10v10 matchmaking, but I'm sure that will work itself out as people start to separate themselves with the infamy. But other than that, like just hearing great things across the board. Like people are really happy with it, and it's got a lot of great content. The faction warfare. It's got Bogul out there fighting. Bogul is losing sets.
No way. Bogul
yeah, dude.
In full loot PvP?
Yeah, he was playing for Carly and
when he could flex the non-full loot. I've been out there. I've been out there daily.
I tried both, but the non-followed was the experience was fun, right? The people you see about is quite a lot, and it's quite awesome to just roam around the royals in a huge zerg.
I just like following the zergs and looking for big claps. Like that's the fun part, and the fact that when you die in the non-full loot, you just respawn right there and come back in.
The problem is that I overgeared. I was like, all right, time to flex, A3 masterpiece, and then I used a few spells and I had a 250k repair bill. I was like, yep, nope.
Wait, you don't care about if you can flex that, you're not worried about the repair bill.
That's for the yellows on royals. That's for the easy stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, here he is. You hear what he's complaining about? You hear what this guy's complaining about?
Repair bill.
30 seconds of profit for Bogul right there, just down the drain.
Still. You can only.
It's going to be
so
one of the
much
best silver things, I reckon.
Probably.
Repairing faction gear.
It's like hearing Jeff Bezos complain about the bill at McDonald's.
I wish, man. I wish. But you've been doing more than just tagging along blobs, haven't you, Lewpac?
Yeah. I've been doing bandit warfare. I've been running around with Bob. I've done a little partnership with the Fextra Life crew. They checked out Albion this week. We did a sort of introduction for Albion for those guys. Took him along to some faction warfare and to some 2v2s. Tried the new Hellgates. I really love them. I love the new Hellgate systems.
The new maps, the raising lava.
Cool. The fact that the mobs despawn when there's a fight is amazing.
What? I didn't even know that. When an enemy
comes in, all the mobs despawn. It's brilliant.
Oh, and that is cool.
If you win the fight, the mobs don't come back. It just ends. You're just done, and you go to the next one. It's brilliant.
That is really cool. So if you are just going to run through, not get an opponent, you get some extra fame under your belt, maybe a little bit of extra loot, take care of some mobs and some bosses, I guess, like that. Just collect stuff. And if you get a fight, you fight players and you don't have to worry about nonsense. I like that. Some really impressive stuff from the guys at SBI this patch. Good job on the content, guys.
The tooltips. I love the new tooltips as well.
Beautiful. And across the board, the same. Like they all have uniformity across the board. So many of our items have come in at different times, right? So they all had like different naming conventions because
They were written by different people.
different people wrote them. And now we had the UI guys come in and as a team rewrite everything. That is so good, so good. It looks great too. I really like it.
Yeah, happy days to see that. And we got to talk about animated vegetation. I mean, that's a game changer. I don't know how I lived.
As big as fingers. As big as
know
fingers.
How I lived before
Lewpac.
that. Honestly.
That's how we started the show on Wednesday, was just lying down in the grass and just looking at the wavy grass and the trees until somebody came by and chopped down our trees.
Oh yeah, they added fingers once, didn't they? I remember.
Yeah.
I remember the hype.
The finger hype, dude. I mean, how often do you see fingers? But there was a time where we didn't have them, and we had little mitts for hands. This game has come so far.
Yo, get ready. Yo, we're gonna sprint and hit Ruffy's. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sprint and hit Ruffy. Sprint and hit Ruffy. Sprint and hit.
Okay, I'm just bouncing around these towers here, Shozen. Sorry.
What was that?
What? Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that.
Oh, it was transmitting. Oh, my bad. Somebody sent me a ZVZ clip. They were like, "I'll show this."
Thank God it wasn't like something
Yeah,
bad.
yeah, hang on. That shouldn't have come out to you guys. My bad.
Whew. Well, I'll just go. Okay, here I was worried about me shutting down the stream. Okay, Lewpac, we see what's going down.
Well, you got the Magic Mark interview tomorrow, haven't you?
Oh, dude, it's good. Yeah, it's good. It's real good. I'm looking forward to airing that for everybody. So far, before I edit it, it's an hour and 15 minutes. I'm going to try to get it down a little bit. But he put out a good show, and he has some good history, and he had some, he has a story to tell for sure.
Yeah, I had an interview with him after the whole Scuzz thing. Scuzz deleting the
as he's
Discord.
racing the other guys out to get the loot out of the boxes while they're in the same boxes together.
And the Discord gets deleted, and then considering the convenient time, Scuzz was just like, "Oh, I really needed a break from Discord.
I needed a break from the game.
Yeah. I deleted the entire Discord because that seems like the logical thing to do.
It's a little bit hard to believe, you know. There's some parts of Magic Mark's story here that are hard to believe, but that one might be the hardest to believe. And he's like, I'm gonna give Scuzzgabel the benefit of the doubt on this one, you know. But he's got, like, let me tell you, he's got some stories to tell. Like he says, he's the GM of the best guild you've never heard of. He's the GM of Phoenix. They are a guild inside of Black Order. They are about half of Black Order. They are he's basically responsible for the switching from going from Crystal Leagues in season 10 and Mercs to get all the points to switching over and trying to do world bosses and mages. He actually says sun mages are the biggest points in the game. If you go get those at the right time, you can get massive amounts of points because you guys have great towers to take down.
Yeah, we have juicy towers.
Like hearing that was and how he went about that and getting the math on towers, how much the mages were. He has times when different guilds will show and when they won't. So they had, you know, the Russian side getting him during the EU portion. Well, you know, when the NA players were asleep, and then he has the NA players getting him while the EU players are asleep. Real slick stuff, some good strategy there to secure the points necessary to run away with season 11. And unlike season 10, nobody can say Black Order didn't earn this season.
I mean, season 10 wasn't bad. They did.
I mean,
the
you know, people said that they merked it out completely. You know, they used the Crystal League to their advantage. And
season 10 was when the Crystal League was capped. After season 9, the Crystal League got capped when Elevate went crazy.
When Elevate, huh? Okay, maybe I got my numbers wrong.
But they definitely were still doing castles and stuff like that. They definitely did have the Merc teams. Because I remember the team sort of bouncing around a lot. But this season, Mudhouse for number 1, it seems.
Well, Mudhouse, I heard that they're just going to go for Crystal and then back off. Is that what I heard earlier today, Bogul? You were here for it?
Kind of, but
I don't know. I don't think you go 30k clear like in the first week if you're just going for Crystal. Like if your only goal is crystal, you just check your pace and you check you're on target, right?
Mhm.
But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it'd be definitely an interesting one if Mudhouse somehow came out with a victory.
Oh, Spitfire from above says no, they will go top 1. Okay, I get it. I'm looking forward to seeing a true battle for first place.
Yeah,
And
even if you
this,
were only going for crystal, when you're out in front by that much, you don't suddenly go, well, let's not push number 1.
okay,
You're definitely looking for it, aren't you?
I would.
But I think the most important thing, I don't care who wins this season as long as it's competitive.
Mhm. That's what you want to see.
That's my view on it. As long as there's at least 2 guilds in contention, it was a good season.
No, that's what I want to see is a good competitive season that goes back and forth maybe, or at least comes down to the final couple of weeks. I want to see the double points matter as we're going into it. We often see, a battle for second or third place, but it's been a while since we've seen a battle for first. Oh, Bogul going there and making sure he's got his passive selected. Good job. Good job.
Who are we watching?
Shout out to
Who are we watching
Lucrative.
today?
Let me get on that. Find out who we got coming up next. We also have a raffle coming up next very soon.
So far in the 5s, we do have signed up Nataxo, for example, a Sun team. Another 3 Sun teams so far. Oh my god. About Feeder.
Business as usual.
Gosling.
We could go to L'Etre Bleu. They're signed up.
Cargera
We like
signed
them.
up. We have Bunny team signed up.
Do you want to watch Cargera and just get through a match real quick so we have time to watch a second match?
Wow.
Wow.
What? Did I say something?
Wow. That's disrespectful to the other
Did you
teams out
see
there,
the
isn't it?
finals, Lewpac? Did you see the finals? You were there with me.
I also saw the level 9s where they lost the Prince of Death.
Yeah, and what'd they do to Prince of Death when they met him again?
Where's Rafficon at, by the way?
I don't know. I haven't seen him.
ATAC 12, actually. ATAC 12.
I think they lost their healer and are having issues.
No, they had
I'm
Bronx.
just-
They had Bronx.
Yeah, they
They
had their situation with
Chillite,
Uzbek.
Fatality. They've got their full lineup, but Sun laws Zoku instead of your man Rafficon.
Oh,
maybe Rafficon. got
weird.
benched.
Okay, I don't know. I think it's just
Uzbek
probably
new
just
tank,
like a
justice for
day.
Uzbek.
Okay.
No, I don't know. No comment.
Geminex in a level 3? Okay. Interesting.
Maybe had an unlucky matchup, didn't get the token.
But we got
Not-
About
not
Feeder,
ridiculous.
Cargera. I'm thinking let's go check out Cargera. We can talk about the finals a little bit, and give these guys some props for, stomping the finals out.
And the team is still together
Still,
for the cheeky money.
yeah, getting that big Black Order paycheck there.
Well, I mean,
Doing well.
I actually meant the Crystal Championship money from the mounts. I guess if
Mhm.
you could sell the mounts, that is definitely the problem. Because I don't know. They still, as far as I knew, they still had the last season Sabertooths.
Well, Bogul, didn't you pick up a mount recently?
Did you
I don't-
buy one, Bogul?
I don't pick up mounts.
Did you buy a Sabertooth, Bogul?
I don't know what Shozen's talking about.
Did he, Shozen?
I don't know what I'm talking about. Apparently, I didn't know I wasn't allowed to talk about that, so I'm just
Come
gonna
on,
keep my
Bogul,
mouth shut.
don't
I'm
be
just gonna keep my
shy.
mouth shut.
What?
Don't be shy. Did you get one?
I know nothing. We have 1 minute
Bogul.
to the show.
I don't know. I think do you reckon Bogul would have the balls to pop it, Shozen?
No, it's in his box.
Like gathering dust in his box, saving it for Albion too.
This guy could have a different mount every hour of the day.
Yeah, that's what I do. I just keep
Let's do some
switching.
Carlian faction warfare with a masterpiece mammoth. How about that?
Oh my god,
I mean, it won't be long before that happens.
it's gonna happen. This the faction warfare is going off. People are enjoying it. So we're in here on Cargera. I see Carvinen has popped the mount there. He's showing it off.
Oh, this is a good match actually.
Who do they got?
Teddy V, the Fact,
Kicking Machine,
Sakata,
okay.
Kicking Machine, Meme, Decent team, but obviously they're up against it here with the world champs.
Well, if
I
they
mean,
only
yeah,
have
the
to go
mid- the
against 4,
Mid-range arcane. Where on earth?
they've.
Where
Are
on
you just
earth
seeing
is
4?
Grafise? Yeah, I'm seeing 4.
I'm seeing 4. Okay, it's going to give these guys in red an opportunity to win this one. I guess if you only need 4, you only need 4. We'll see how this
Without
goes.
their other range DPS, and the thing is they're playing mid-range arcane. Mid-range arcane bear paws probably not going to be enough to pressure kills in a Guardian Helm heavy meta. Where on earth is Grafise? Because he's their big backline DPS, and this will be a nice start for the Kicking Machine mix team. Polehammer as well. I'm definitely a fan of the Polehammer right now because Merc Hoods have pretty much disappeared from lineups. The only issue is the Clothies. Most of the Clothies have got these Sacred Scepters, and that's a problem. Kargera, by the way, pretty heavily geared for this. He's like 6'3" and 6'2" artifacts.
Oh, he's got the money. He's got the money.
Well, they're not broke, I guess.
No, like if you're not worried about losing your gear, it doesn't matter what level gear you bring.
I think these guys have been running Hellgates and getting a lot of Hellgate money in the last 2 days now.
Yeah, I think the Hellgates have been pretty good. I don't know if they're up there on the 5v5 rankings, actually, because we do have Hellgate ranking right now. Yeah, Bean, Shekri, Kargera, Grafise, Boda, Black Order are the top ones for 5v5 Hellgates.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't want to run into them.
4v5ing.
Yeah, they're winning
They
a
are,
4v5.
and they're winning.
Yeah.
They're winning
What the hell?
4v5. That is...
You know what they did? They were watching the show, Lewpac, and they heard me say it was going to be a quick match and we could go to another match because they were
They're
just going
doing
to
you a
stomp
favor.
him. And they're like, you know what? Let's prove him wrong again.
Boda,
Let's take
a little
20
bit
minutes.
overextension there, but Shekri's got it under control. Shekri's actually completely out of energy here, though, so I don't know. He's got... Oh, Meme courteously obliges him with the axe. Shekri pops his scholar cowl and says, hey, Meme, I'm out of energy here. Could you help me out? And Meme puts out the spinning blades and some bleeds. I think they're going to get run over here, though, in the back.
Yeah, they are
look at
getting pushed pretty
Kargera
hard in the
just
back line.
holding this follow-up, though.
Just
he knows
doesn't care.
He knows the crossbow is what will create the kill pressure.
Mhm.
And this has got to be frustrating, hasn't it? Like losing a man 4v5.
You think it's frustrating for, the Kargera team? Imagine being the
No, that's what
red
I mean, for
team
them.
here.
For
Like,
them, it's
yeah,
gotta be
and losing.
frustrating.
Yeah,
They got killed 4v5.
yeah. And
Oh, it's the whole team.
nicely
That's the whole
done.
team
That'll
with the
help.
pole hammer.
But they're full reset. Full
Yeah.
reset. Great job by these guys. Is there anybody better than this team? Evidence suggests not.
No big claps
What
ready
is-
for that.
What is this 4v5? Is this not showing? Is the guy not is something?
No,
wrong
he's
here?
not here. He's not there. Grafise isn't here, Bogul.
He was
There is no
he was
Grafise.
there though because they couldn't sign up without him. So he must have just disconnected or
No, they heard me say that they were going to get it over with quick, and now they're just going to make me wrong. Like, the internet's been proving me wrong all day. That's what the internet is for, basically, is to prove Shozen wrong.
There he is.
oh, Sakata. Nice purity play from Sakata.
Speaking of, Sony is never going to give me a free PlayStation 5.
You gotta shoot your shot when you have it. Grafise just
He just
up
showed
in
up,
the-
yeah.
Wow.
Now, it is a 3-cap though, so they did get some points early on, but I think
Grafise is out
think
there
with
getting the caps,
Grafise-
yeah.
with Grafise this is going to be a problem.
Oh, my God.
They don't have very good control for the bow. They don't have an arcane of their own. They also only have the Fiend's Cowl Purge on one of the front line. Boda though, I mean, they could still get cocky. I don't think this is like completely over, but judging by how well they held and got the kills 4v5, I'm thinking this could be big trouble. Meme, get some nice damage. Oh, that's a good control from Kicking Machine. Controls 3 in the back, opens up some space, but Nefjas has no quiver available. Like, the thing is with this front line is Boda and Karg are running the Fiend's Cowls, right? So they have a cycle of purges for the bow, and it creates a lot of problems. Well, Boda swapped into the tent. He gets guided
gonna
up
go.
and controlled. What are they doing?
Like, they're being a little ridiculous here.
Because they're gonna get
At
razor
least he
cut. Watch
didn't
this
say,
razor cut. Watch this
say
razor cut.
GG.
You ready? You ready?
Yeah.
Oh! Cartwheeled. I think they cartwheeled it. That was
Yeah,
insane.
they did. Well, Cargera is just another level. He's another level.
In there. Grafis is in big trouble with that Pierce. Good save from Shekri. Shekri comes in with the Purity. Now they're going to turn on Shekri. Shekri goes with the reset. Down onto Grafis. Cargera. Bossy, why don't you turn on Cargera? He's got a quarter health and he's right next to you. Please. Please punish this man for playing poison pots. Like, why do people not punish these tanks for playing poison pots?
Because they're scared of Cargera. They're just scared of Cargera, man. That's what it is. Nobody wants to go against him. He might turn on them.
And we saw what Hannibal did when Unusual was bossing their front line. They just started melting him. Like a Pierce bomb combo from Ted will melt it. And usually, back in the day, the first Pierce bomb combo, we would have seen Karg immediately resist pot it. He knows that it's dangerous. But yeah, they're just not pressuring him. They still have the 2 cap though. They got that 10 kill, and they had the cap off the back of it. Boda lands a big one down the choke. Purity deflection here. Shekri goes a little bit aggressive, nearly gets comboed. Cargera's energy starting to run low, and his Limhurst will be on off cooldown soon. Sakata just about gets into the tent. They got to watch out again though for these these bops. Boda loves his tent. He don't give a damn. But actually, the meme team. A very apt name. Look at Cargera. He's like, come down here. Come down here. I like that play. Because he knows if they follow him, his team can stabilize and get the cap. That's why he went down there, and they're going to get the top cap. That's what you need to do, bro. You need to pressure Cargera with that bow.
And they did.
It's the razor cut on the way out. That was nice, but not able to finish the job. And now Karg comes in with the Mystic Rocks, and the healer's about to die.
Yeah,
oh, good Guardian Helm, good shield boots, but
but it's not enough. I mean, what are you gonna do? You can't heal.
Possibly 3, 1, 2, maybe even 4.
If they get 4 on this, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
Hope they don't get 5. Hope they don't get 5.
Wow.
Hope they don't get 5.
Wow, that is.
Oh my god.
That is not what
Sit
you
tent,
want to
boys.
see.
Sit tent. Sit tent.
That was convincing, to say the least.
I feel like I just got my ass kicked.
That painful, eh?
They're good.
The score.
These guys are good.
The score seems close.
It's close
due to the shenanigans.
Yeah, the beginning gave them a chance, and maybe if it was 4v5 the entire match, they could have pulled it out at the end. But that was that's a convincing.
Oh, they
ace
come
right
in.
there.
Here they come.
I didn't expect them to sit 10. I'm just memeing on them a little bit.
You never know with these things, though, do you?
No, we've seen weirder things happen. We've seen people sit 10 and say they won the match.
It's a great fire now. We'll see how that works for him. He's going to play the artillery variant, which I guess could help pressure Cargera, but Cargera's really not going to let him get many artilleries off. The Purity does provide him with something else to purge, but because they've switched off of the bow, the purges suddenly aren't so necessary. And it won't matter if Nefaj just gets deleted in the first 3 seconds anyway. Kickin's in a bit of trouble. There's the roll. Nice. Oh, nice artillery onto them there. The control was good, but the Guardian Helm just mitigates most of it.
Don't mind me. I'm just taking care of some back-end business, Lewpac. As you know, we have a raffle running.
Cargera's taking care of these boys back end right now, Shozen.
Oh,
I'm gonna tell you,
segue,
they're gonna be sore in the morning.
Sit on some ice, they'll be fine.
Just beat downs, Shozen. I don't know what else to say right now.
There's not much else to say, Lewpac, other than I am watching a Pollinator versus Hannibal. And Hannibal is working on a comeback here. One Punch Man versus Hannibal, and it's 91-35. But Hannibal's got a 3 cap, and they're making some kills on the other side.
You want to go over there? Because I think they're about to lose their healer right now. So yeah, Sakata's going to get taken down.
Well, I mean, what do you think the chances of these guys like pulling out even like 1 cap victory from this point on?
Yeah, they're not getting up this choke. I'll be honest with you, Shozen.
Okay. I'll tell you what. I will keep it on in the background. If something changes,
and go to the comeback.
Yeah, let's head over to the comeback. I was watching a Pollinator. A Pollinator is actually back at 10 because, like I said, Hannibal sent them back, got the kills. It's now 69-34. This is a comeback in the works.
Yeah,
and you know how much I love one.
Himself as well. Matthias might even bleed out here. Yeah, he's gonna bleed. Oh, they put RPG in the 10. Oh, shield boots play. He shield boots and actually gets a lucky angle from a pollinator. Doesn't get sent straight back to tent. And that's going to be a 20 rotation. And all of a sudden, we've got a banger, Shozen. We have
I'm
got
excited.
a banger.
40 to 34. And One Punch Man needs to pull something out here. They're down 3 caps to none. Are they going to get this one for free? Lewpac, don't tell me it's free.
No, it's definitely not free. Fat Nick sees it. He's not silly. I don't know what pollinator is trying to do here. The name of the game is just be annoying, I guess. But his team kind of needs him.
His team didn't really like rotate either all the way. I guess they were doing 2 rat cap attempts, but neither one succeeded. So it was just a waste of a full rotation.
Hannibal's
They're going to be down
same,
at
by
20
the way.
points.
Hannibal's really capitalizing on the greedy tank builds, but Pollinator's playing resist Martlock. So that's definitely going to help him. I don't think they can play that game here, but he's not as threatening either because he's got the Ironclad compared to the Mystic, and Neon can stop that a variety of ways. Pollinator, though, he's going to look for that healer separate. Nice spacing from Machu. The slam coming down from Fatnex, and Fatnex really needs to get off a Pollinator here. Like he cannot do enough to a Pollinator on his own to pressure him out. And if he does that, the rest of his team's going to get run over, and we're going to see Hannibal in big trouble here. And Machu, this is a Pollinator at his best, just stopping Machu getting in there. By the time the reset comes, it was a little bit too late, wasn't it? Liet was already down. It is a 3 cap against, though, and if they hold for 20, they win. Neon's going to chase, and I think Hannibal win this.
Yeah.
I think Hannibal win this if they just play smart. Like, Neon chases a Pollinator. They hold the other 2 with their 3-man, and GG. And here we go. We're just going to see a cheeky little geyser. No. Oh, wow. Wow. Even Say chatting in the match. And that was a good closeout.
No.
One Punch Man defeated by this Hannibal team who'll be going through to the level 6s.
Yeah. We watched them win a couple of them today. Really enjoyable watching them. And at the exact same time, Cargera and the boys just took a victory. I'm going to go and try to find one more match.
After starting 4v5.
Dude, like ridiculous. You don't want to be on the other end of that.
No one
you
likes
don't
to
want
see
to be
that
on the
happen,
end of that.
Shozen. No one likes to see that.
Well, I kind of liked watching it, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
Yeah,
fun.
It's pretty good shit. All right, just give me a few seconds while we get another one going. We had a bunch of them end at once. About Feeder says he is going. Let's see what's going on in that match. I don't know what the score is. But
How can he be here to tell us it's still going? Wow, just about. It's a big comeback, actually. The Reds, About Feeder is on 4 points. He's 3 caps against. Zerfax is going to drop. This is in a crazy spot right now. Marine, they didn't get him. They didn't get him, and it's all over. It's all over for About Feeder and his boys.
Boom, done. Happens. We've seen it before.
4 versus 5. Crazy close match, but it just seemed like they got on the back end of the caps.
It happens, and like we say, caps win matches.
They certainly do.
I'm going to go check out Eric Waldo, see what the point spread over there is, and I will type it in chat. Oh, the match seems to be over. Okay.
It's done and dusted. Eric Waldo with the win. Collecting some loot. Looks like this was a hit and run versus hit and run.
Yeah, all of them are over.
Wait, hit and run versus hit and run.
How does that happen?
Oh, just bad luck with the matchmaking. What level was it?
That was a level 3, I believe. I think. I mean, I can't see anymore. All the stats are down, and I don't have that information in front of me. But we do have teams already queuing up for level 1s.
All right, then.
People are, excited.
They're just eager to go.
So I actually we can talk about that really quick. So we were just hearing earlier how people are having a hard time with the 10s here in chat. People were complaining that,
the Hellgates.
10s, the 10s are, as chat said, dead. And I have heard from the Hellgate 24/7 guys that the tournament that they were planning for tomorrow, they don't know if it's going to go. It's touch and go.
The problem is the long-time TVGers only want to play with names they know, right?
Right.
So it's going to be their pug groups against, 24/7 Hellgate pug groups.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest, we know which way that goes 19 times out of 20, right?
Right.
Couple that with the prohibitive IP requirement from the base IP.
Mm-hmm.
So you literally need 8-1 gear, 6-3 artifacts to go into those. I mean, I was spending 2.5 to 3 million a set on launch day for them, and there was fights in them. Loads of people started doing them, but as I said, when you have 10 guys all losing a set like that after a heavy loss, a couple of people are leaving the group. Guaranteed.
Absolutely, 100%. Yep.
Then you got to look for subs. It's very hard to keep a group together. But I don't know what I'd change, to be honest. There is
that's what I was going to talk about. Is that like, yeah, there is. But I was going to say, if you compare like what happened with Crystal Leagues when they first came out, remember there were some issues. It took a little while to get them to be evened out to where the rewards and the requirements matched up. But eventually it happened, and it's now one of the most successful types of content we have in all of Albion. I have no doubt that this 10v10 situation is going to get worked out, and these guys are going to take care of it, because the people who have had fun are reporting that it's a lot of fun when it works.
It is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun to compete in a 10v10 environment, but like you're saying, the IP cost being very prohibitive. The matchmaking isn't quite where it needs to be yet.
You can't have matchmaking when only 2 teams run.
Right.
This is the problem, right? So like what we got in the old Hellgate system before they buffed Hellgates to have really good fame and decent loot and money, and they were busy again. But back in the old Hellgate system, one team would be dominant throughout a day. The other teams that have formed would disband. And basically the one team would end up just farming empty Hellgates. And every time a new 5s team formed, they fought this team. They lost once, maybe twice if they were feeling good. And then they just disbanded. And then the next team formed. So you need, in order for the Hellgates to be a good experience, you need teams forming as quick as they're disbanding. And you need a motivator to drive people in there. Whether that's going to be ridiculous fame or really good loot from the chests, even if you don't get a fight, they need to find a way to get people in there, and they need to put it like 8-1 sets every Hellgate is not sustainable for anyone that isn't very established economy.
Yeah, it's not sustainable for anybody who isn't Cargera and the boys. Like, they're gonna meet up with the June esports team, make one massive 10v10 team that's just unbeatable. Maybe they'll get Derek out of One Punch Man and just run people over for a while, and those guys will have fun. But
even they won't stick around if no one's fighting.
Right.
There's no fights.
Yeah, especially if it's not like the rewards aren't balanced out to make it something beneficial to them. But like I said, I have faith. We've seen similar situations before where things weren't working as intended, and then they fix it up. Like, there's already a patch planned. You know what I mean? They've already got their first patch ready to go, and they're bringing the IP down. They're already working towards making things happen, getting things to go the way they need to. And other than arenas, everything has gotten quite a bit of fresh paint over the years and been turned into something pretty damn good. Like, overall, the changes to Hellgates, like you said earlier, absolutely amazing.
I think 5s and 2s are bumping. Like, I think 5s and 2s are absolutely bumping.
I love the change in mechanics. Like you said, just removing the mobs and stuff. I didn't even know about that. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
But the raising lava, bringing everybody to the center of the match, being able to chain your Hellgates together and doing
honestly
2, 3.
Honestly, the rising lava very rarely factors in.
Gets over too quick?
Yeah, usually a fight will happen and be done before the rising lava kicks in. But the rising lava prevents people ratting.
Right. And that's why they're ending quicker, because the rats can't do it, because they know that mechanic's going to kick in and they can't pull that off anymore. So just the fear of that mechanic alone has stopped that ratting build that was so popular. Well, that, and you have to have a full group.
Yeah, well, I mean, people are still ratting with 5. The only, like, the rats would only get to fight other rats. I mean, there may still be rat teams running. I haven't run enough to matter, but like, yeah, 10v10 is all about like big clump and dump. The 5v5, the 5v5s could go long. The only one I could see like the lava ever factoring, 2s maybe last long enough. I'm not sure. Like, healer DPS probably could last long enough for the lava to come in. But The
I've
tens, the
seen-
10s I did was so quick.
I saw some 2s that were ridiculous, like people doing double hollow fall the other day. That's
The other thing is the reset comps as well. The
Yeah.
like comps that like dump their combo and then just run away if it didn't kill you,
Mhm.
and then wait for the next combo. Those guys will be punished by the lava
okay.
because eventually they can't run away, which is nice. And there's actually a load of dead ends in some of the maps as well. They're not
Interesting.
they're not as circular. I chased a guy into a dead end earlier, and
Have you run into the 4 one-handed maces and the healer yet? Or are you running that?
I've seen the four-handed for one hand. Let's put it this way: I've been in a 4 mace fight, but I've not lost to it.
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
Because I may have been one
So
of
what
the
are you
maces.
using- what are you using for a healer there?
I may have been one of the maces.
Oh man, chat, you gotta love it when that happens, right? You know, accidentally put him on the spot. Didn't mean to, but all right, let's see what we got going. I'm gonna see if anybody is queued up for this here. We've got it ready to go. We do have 3 teams set up, and they're all from towers. We have the Bacchus team that we know, Loretra Blue, Ochi
Yeah, French guys.
You have the Unusual team that we just saw just a little while ago with Dip. And one that, we don't see as much, the Wusan man.
Wusang clan.
Yeah, and Gosling and Moneyman. So all queuing up at level 6 towers very early. As we see that more often with the there's a 4th registered from the city. I think we have time, Lewpac. I could do a vote.
Let's do a vote if you want. Might as well give the people some choice.
Well, I got to get them to spend some energy somehow there. So we were talking about the Hellgates there before I put you on the spot about the maces there. What have you really liked? What have you been doing out there just overall from this new content update? What have you really
I've been
liked
doing it all. I've been anytime there's nothing really going on in between CTAs and in between Hellgate groups, I just run faction warfare. I've been having a ton of fun in the reds. And do you know the biggest thing that shocked me? Like how much I've enjoyed the non-full loot PvP.
Yeah.
Like
I hear that.
I was actually surprised that not having the loot didn't take the fun out of it for me. Like it's balanced out by the fact that you get to respawn instantly. You can wear fun shiny gear and you can just run in and do big claps. The rewards obviously aren't as good as the red, but they're not junk. And there's tons of people. There's huge. I've seen like top end ZVZ guilds running around Yellow Zone ZVZ. So everybody's loving it. And like I guess I'm like Bogul though. Like the gear doesn't matter to me anymore. So the full loot isn't really a big deal. And I've been really surprised by how fun it is. I think the mechanics are really well done with the multiple outposts, the zones having different values depending on how long they've been held by one place.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a really, really good system. A couple of tweaks with the outposts. Like I'm still not sure exactly how the bosses spawn, for example. They seem a bit what's the word? A bit inconsistent with the boss spawn. Sometimes you cap an outpost, you get a boss straight away. Sometimes it just doesn't ever seem to spawn. But it's definitely cool. It's definitely really, really fun, and it's great to see the community doing it. And I think the rewards are good enough that people will continue doing it. Like, I haven't got to the high tier chests yet, but you seem to be able to grind a lot of chests just by playing the game and having fun. And there's a decent amount of tomes in them and stuff like that. I'm really impressed with it, honestly. It's how I wanted original faction warfare to be.
Right. Well, I just talked about this a little while. Sometimes it takes a second iteration or a third iteration of a mechanic to really get it to where it needs to be. MMOs are not easy.
Yeah. And
there's a lot of factors.
So many people have tried full loot hardcore MMOs and failed, right? And honestly, most of the times it's because they tried to make it too hardcore. What SBI has consistently been doing, right, is every end game activity or pseudo end game activity is getting a non-lethal counterpart now. Crystal League, we have level 1s, non-lethal. Hellgates, all 3 sizes have a non-lethal version. We now have a non-lethal ZVZ option, right? And all of these things are populated. All of these things have a player base, and all of these things are active, which shows that the demand is there. And eventually these players will be like, oh, I'm kicking so much ass. I want to try my luck. You know, I want to move up to the full loot. But letting them get there in their own time is key to retention. If
Absolutely.
they're forced into it and it doesn't go well, you lose players that way.
Yep. Nope. If you make it feel like you don't have a choice, like back when I think it was like beta 2 when they introduced the term consensual PvP, I gave them a lot of shit. Actually, I think it was beta 3 actually when they introduced that term, because Bogul and I were already doing shows, right, Bogul?
You're asking a tough questions today. When
I know it's like 4 years ago now.
I remember your old talk show, but there is
Yeah.
a small group of players that they're like, oh my, I want the game to be the most hardcore MMO in all time. Every time my character dies in game, I want Robin Henkes to fly to my house and punch me in the face. You know what I mean? They want it.
Yeah.
They want like this, but it's been proven in the industry by Darkfall 1, Darkfall 2, the double reboots of Darkfall, Mortal Online, games that try to be full hardcore can't survive because not enough of the new blood will stick around to replace the natural decay of the player base. And once a sandbox game, once a player-driven sandbox game goes below the critical mass of players, it just tanks.
It's done. Yeah.
It's done. They tank. The minute I had to ride around for 2 hours to find a single fight in Darkfall, I stopped logging in. And this is how it's working now so well in Albion, because people can get to the full loot content is there. Every single aspect of Albion has a full loot version, but people can arrive there in their own time, and that is the key.
Absolutely, and it's been very successful for Albion. I mean, Albion had its downtime, but that was like, what was it, the fall of year 1? Like, that was our lowest time, and since then it's just been going up, really. I mean,
Yeah.
there was a slight downtime, I mean, between season 7, it was a little bit, but it wasn't anything that was going to bring the game down.
The trend has been inclusivity.
Yes, absolutely.
Make it more punishing.
Never. It's always, how do we get more people involved? How do more people become involved in this kind of content? How do we introduce PvP to more players? Because a lot of the draw for this game is the economy. Albion has a very interesting style of economy. When every item in the game is made by players, you're going to draw a different type of player to this game. You're going to draw the Boguls into the world. Right, Bogul?
Boys.
Like, yeah. And guess what Bogul's been doing?
PvP.
PvP.
He's been PvP.
Right.
Even Bogul likes a little bit of PvP, right? This is the thing.
yeah. Oh,
And we
well.
let him get there. It took him 17 years, right? But
7 years. It took him 7 years.
He got there in the end.
Listen.
Everybody gets there at their own pace. There is people that will install this game, complete the tutorial, and be like, right, how do I go and fight people? I don't want to see no trees. I don't want to see no rocks. I don't want to see no ore. How do I go and fight a bugger? Do you know what I mean? Like, that's all they're interested in. And that's cool, because their content is there on a plate and they can live like that. But forcing people into it is the killer. Looks like we're watching Zerfax in the
Eneraid's not happy about it. He's like, why did you pick Zerfax? Well, because Eneraid wasn't an option.
It's a democracy. I mean, this team was looking good. Phils, I really like Phils, man. Phils is a great player.
FS Petit Phils, yeah.
Yeah. This is a stacked lineup, man. Like, this is an experienced stacked lineup, and I think it's got a lot of potential.
I think you're right. I think they're doing well. I'm interested to see how they do going forward to the rest of the season as these towers rank up. They're going into a level 6 now. They're going to go against a good team. Let's see how they do.
Yeah, I'd like to see them fight Kagera. That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is from what I've seen this season, this is one of the stronger teams right now.
Okay.
Mark my words, these are ones to watch if they again, I always say this though, if they stick together through the season, because many don't. Many Many do not last a season together, and they're going to be against Liet.
Well, they're going against Hannibal. So
team.
we've been watching Hannibal all
Team is
morning,
no
and
joke.
it's yeah, they're doing really well. I'm looking forward to seeing this fight. I think these two teams do match up well against each other.
I think we could have a banger here, Shozen. I'll be honest. I'd like to see some hot action, but wow, Dr. Mac with a nice early dismount. It's going to be a 4-1 split with the DPS going for the cap. Sometimes we see the tanks. Obviously, Neon on this pole hammer really doing some work. RPG though, star of the show for me. This new Axe Q. I've been watching him, and he has been landing these leap routes over and over again, and it's been a game changer for Hannibal. This guy is definitely, of course he misses one. As I say it, of course he misses the next one. But the last 2 matches, he's definitely been the star for me on this team. Marine getting bot back, gets inside the Judy. Gonna have to use the evasive jump to come back. Now Neon and RPG. RPG comes in, 3-man route with the axe. Beautifully done. Has to pop his resistor on the way out. Shield goes down. Reset goes down. Liet gonna roll. They're peeling towards the choke. It's a 1-1 cap, so they're not in too much danger. Slam onto Phils though. Phils with the greedy tank build, and there is the punish. RPG, they're going to trade, but I think they'll take that trade right now. I think they can afford it, as Marine's going to get pressured. They have no tank, and Phils needs to get back into this fight very, very quickly. Otherwise, his boys are going to be very, very rapidly run over. Catch me low. They're driving Hannibal back. Nobody's taking any caps. Neon's in trouble. There comes the heal. They need something to stabilize. They're just... Oh, and RPG needed to go aggressive there. He was dead, and so... That was his moment. That was what he would have done best, is drive them back. And that was where they missed him completely. He gets a nice route on the choke. It's still 1-1 on the caps, and they might be able to get some good collateral. Phils once again getting drilled by this bow. He puts down his Judy. The slam, the armor pierce going to counter those resistances. They're going to switch to Marine, but he is on the edge of the energy shield, and Fatnex is running really low on energy right now. He's having a bit of trouble. He's having to thread these autos. He cannot spam his abilities, and this is a problem. RPG once again. He's going to use the leap to get out of there. Having a mobility on the queue. Really, really nice for these axes. Honestly, it's quite good because it's an ability with a high skill sitting. It's not just run in the middle and press. I really like it. And right now, look at this Hannibal team running over Black Order. Just armor piercing them in the choke. The shred from the bow. And this front line, Fatnex's pierces and the pressure from the axe are giving the bow free reign. And we know there's one thing you don't want to do, and that's give a bow free reign. And look at this. We're going to see one, we're going to see two, we might see three, we're going to see three into the 10.
Okay. Wow, this Hannibal team, Lewpac.
Well, yeah, they're good. They're pretty good.
They're not too shabby. Apparently, Newbie got robbed.
Newbie got robbed.
Mm-hmm. Brave Newbie.
I mean, I don't know. Like, immediately I was shocked. But I'm not actually entirely sure whether I'm shocked because they get robbed,
or that they had stuff,
or they had anything to rob.
I know.
The amount of financial mismanagement in Albion guilds is flabbergasting.
Because there's no tools, Lewpac.
Because there's no tools. Yeah, but some guilds manage it.
Yeah, because they build their own tools. And I got to say, as a member of Brave Newbie, they actually have quite a few tools. They do quite a bit of outside the game work to make it work for the players inside the game. Apparently, it was one of the guilds they brought into the Alliance, took the stuff and left.
Wow, Neon really tanky there. Nice stun. Gets Zerfax. He gets the one member that isn't running the Sacred Scepter. That's why Neon wants to stun Zerfax. Every time that stun's available, Zerfax should be the target, because that mitigates so much output. Nice shield boots. Again, gets the stun onto Zerfax, and he's really, really reducing their output. They've got them on the back foot with the 3 cap. This is beautiful stuff right now, Shozen. Like, it was a bit back and forth at the start. They got the trade kill. There's a 3-man stun.
Oh, no. Ooh,
Neon is hitting a lot right now, honestly.
This guy's impressing me.
Neon hitting the stuns and RPG hitting the roots makes it a very, very annoying
to play
against.
Another 3-man. Like, this guy is landing him.
Voice. Another one.
DJ
Khaled.
I don't know
good
DJ
reset
Khaled
from Dr. Matt.
well.
Dr. Matt, great healer as well, by the way. By the way, this Hannibal team, this is a really good team that they're beating on right now. Like, this Black Order team is solid.
No doubt. Absolutely.
to
We've
make a
been
change here,
talking
though.
about FS Pet Phyllis for a while. Zerfax, we've talked about him a number of times. I did an interview with him back in the day. These guys are no joke, and they got to change something up or they're going to lose this match. And they're going to lose it hard.
Great hammer. Oh, baby.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Great hammer.
When was the last time you seen one of these? Okay.
Oh, no, we've seen Great Hammer. Great Hammer's still like sub-meta. If you don't like the pole hammer, the Great Hammer is what you take. Plus, the Great Hammer E is a mobility. I'm always a fan of anything that gives you more mobility, even in these 5v5s. Yeah. He's gonna get stunned and comboed early. He has the resist as well, which is nice. There's the 2-man. Oh,
nice use of it. And he's gonna is he gonna
secure
it?
Nasty combo. And Hannibal wasn't ready for it. Fatnex gets out of it though.
But the save.
And it opens up a lot of pressure onto Neon. Neon kiting back out the Judy. There's the 2-man stun on the choke. Lucky for them, there wasn't a corrupted. If there was another corrupted steel Shadow Caller combo, that was GG right there, and I like it. Dr. Mac, oh, he's in the static. Quick blink from Doctor. If they can run that combo as well, though, the static combo is lethal. Honestly, Fatnex getting that cloth proc into the pole hammer smash. Big damage. Neon finally is going to go down.
Finally taking him down. But do they have the turn on this?
Trade,
they
though.
could.
Oh, Phil's trying to stop any trade here, but it's definitely still on the table. Zerfax caught. RPG looking for it. He knows his time is up, though. Nice route, and it's going to be a trade
there
on
it is.
Marine.
Marine, and now they are opening it for catch.
Say no. They say we've got a 3 cap and we're not giving it up. You wanna stop our 3 cap. You can't just kill one.
But Fatnex, you got stuck in there. That is painful, and that was quick. He dropped quick, Lewpac.
Yeah, the cloth proc. This is why I'm actually shocked that everybody goes for the armor pierce.
Right. The cloth is
ridiculous.
Great. That's what I try to. I'm working my way in FIs right now, trying to get acceptable once again. And that's what. Yeah, the leather one doesn't work very well. I haven't seen it work for me yet. It's always a misclick when it happens.
But the others, and they're just running them over here. Phil's might actually just bleed out. There's the root. There's the hammer. Bam! Oh. Couldn't get any follow up. Here's the counter though.
See,
Dr. Mac eats it.
I don't see the pierce on that when doing anything. It feels like a misclick again.
It feels like even if you escape it, the pierce still appears above you.
Yeah, you still get it. Well, I think that the timing of it and the animation are a little different. Like I think you get it if they click on it.
You don't take damage unless you're in the slam.
Right, but the
you
pierce
still seem to
hits
get
you.
Pierced.
Yes,
or at least the animation still appears. So it's a little bit clunky. I'll check the debuff next time. Marine.
Maybe we can talk to the guys.
Here comes the combo again. Here comes that combo.
Look how quickly that thing works. Look at it though. That if you get caught in that.
Dr. Mac even plays the combo with his reset, which is so greedy. Because this turnaround now, he doesn't have the reset. Oh, he does have the reset. Okay, it just came off cooldown. But if they turn quick, he shouldn't have the reset if he uses it that aggressively. Nice 2-man stun. RPG going to get driven back. Pop in the soldier's armor. Full stack straight away. Marine is... I think Marine's crashed. Marine is crashed or chilling or something.
No.
I mean, it was over anyway.
Oh, yeah,
it was over anyway.
Like, I don't like seeing it go like that ever. But I have to say, like, I'm watching this Hannibal team, and I'm liking them. I like what they're doing. Today, they really showed me something. It's, we haven't seen a whole lot of them, but today, I'm impressed. Like, call me impressed. And Fatnex, I like what he was doing there with the curse. All right, let me go find some...
I like his technique.
Yeah. I like it a little bit. Yeah. It's going to take me a moment to find another one. Things are running.
Dip is still going, but Dip's in a sun mirror match.
Oh, my tool went down. That's what happened, guys. Sorry about that. I thought it was... We can go check out that. We have Cargera is still going.
Okay, well, let's go to him
versus
then.
Baby Guega.
Oh, and this is a team actually we hyped up towards the end of last season, and then they never really did what we'd hoped to see, did we?
Well, we saw them play so well, and look how well they're doing against Cargera. We just saw these guys destroy their opponents 4v5 for half the match, and then put on like a show. Just put on a show.
Baby Guega though is like one of the best mechanical players like around. If he focuses on 5v5, his teams could be disgusting. Like, because all these corrupted players do is like mechanical 1v1s, like day in, day out. Every decision has to be on point or you just lose. And we know he's one of the best at that. And he's definitely transitioning well to 5s. We hyped him up pre-season, but I think it might have been a bit preemptive, Shozen, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, Imagini nearly goes down, but Cargera can't quite get the finish. Again, great use of the even song as well. And Cargera.
Master Zen in trouble here.
Cargera punished for the greedier build. Carvinen is going to drop as well, I think, here. A couple of bow hits and he's gone. The bow's blinking forward for more.
Are these guys going to take it, Lewpac?
I think they are.
They're gonna get another 20 points here.
If they get another kill, if Shekri dies here, this is big.
Dude.
If they can kill Shekri before Cargera gets back into the fight, or even get another kill just to slow the action down, they're gonna put the world champions on a 1-minute timer though. That's for sure. And there's no subs. There's no but. This was their full lineup.
Yeah, and we just saw them together.
Look, Cargera just can't get into the fight. The even song's just shut him down.
But they have an opportunity here. They have an opportunity. They're gonna seize it. No.
They're going to need something. They're going to need a cap, though.
I don't see the cap in play.
And this is nice from Blocko. They don't play aggressive because they know they have the 3 cap to ride. I think they're in big trouble here, though. That even song, there is no cleanse on this lineup for the even song, and that is why they're losing. They are losing solely because this even song is shutting down their front.
I think they'd know about that from the way they ran those finals.
Like, Carvinen can literally change to cleanse.
Right. He has the option.
He has cleanse on W if he wants it. And it's like, it's an even better cleanse because he can shoot it.
And he's dead. He has all the opportunity in the world to go
His whole team got caught with even song in the choke. And they were 4v5 because they were capping and they're still going to lose. Like, they're going to lose despite what they've done. Shekri is barely alive. They're going to knock him up. Shekri's going to drop. Cargera's going to die
Oh, no, Cargera might get out. He's just so good. Perfect timing on that cartwheel. I think he's good.
Is he going to leave his boys back? And the world champs are getting put down because they didn't have any answer.
They did have an answer. They chose not to use it.
No, I mean, there's every chance that Carvinen didn't get a chance to get out of combat. You know how these fights can go sometimes.
it is a little rough. Well, he died. I mean, of course, you can always get out of combat. Like, if you're losing that bad...
That's going to be a match with some banter surrounding it, though. I can tell you that much.
I'm glad we got to show it just so that people can talk about it.
Because old Baby Gregor he's seen with a little bit of controversy in the community sometimes.
Oh, I don't know much about him, to be honest. I just have watched him fight. You know, I try not to pay attention to too much of the BM. I don't want to skew too much of my casting. It already comes in so much as it is. Some of it just, there's nothing you can do to avoid it. I didn't know there was anything with Baby Gregor. Other than that we pronounce his name wrong.
Bobby Huega. He can be a bit banterous in Corrupted, I've known.
Is he muted yet?
I don't know if he's muted in game. Should he be?
That's what I'm asking. I'm like, if he's muted,
I don't think his banter. Like, he's a streamer, so I don't think his banter goes outside of TOS. I've seen him.
There's some streamers out there that
he literally made a corrupted player cry live on stream.
No way.
With his banter before. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure someone can provide the clip on that. But
I don't want to see it. I don't want to see that. Wow. That would make me mad.
That Baby Gregor team and that Hannibal team. We got some new contenders on the field, Shozen, and I love Hannibal team. I love it. Good.
Oh, it's always so good to see new people stepping up into the 5v5s. And if somebody steps up into the 5v5s and immediately comes in and beats that Karg team, that's just, they're the champs. They're basically 3-time champs at this point. They're the champs from before we had crystals. They're the champs from when we had crystals. Like, they're the final level. They're the meta. They are what you strive to be in 5v5s. And when they get taken down because they chose not to put on cleanse. And the thing is, too, like, do you remember in the finals? That's what they were doing.
Yeah,
that's what they were doing.
Again, we saw these guys have a ropey season, right? Mm-hmm. Like, the last month of the season was ropey, but once they got to the tournament, Shozen.
No, the last month, no, they only lost one match the entire last month.
It was all business.
Lewpac, they only lost one match the entire last month.
They had
well,
they had a shakier period at the start.
Yeah, they did. Early on, they had a shaky period, But for the final month, they lost 1 month. They lost 1 match. That was the level 9 against the Prince of Death team, Purple Cobras. And then as revenge, they won 50, owed them, threw in BM during the match, said, say GG. Say GG after they bullied them into 10. Cargera gets on his mount and just starts riding around like, what you gonna do? I mean, they put on a show, and they were using the even song. They were using like Staff of Balance, not letting the other team heal. And we were talking about during the finals, like a cleanse, please do it. And now we just saw these guys not do it. Like
Maybe they just weren't ready.
Maybe we're not aware. Can you not cleanse the even song? I mean, I would assume
You definitely
Yes, you
can,
can.
and
I
it needs
know.
to be
I'm just,
cleansed quick.
oh man. Wow. Like, I'm not going to talk too much smack because I don't want them coming into my game and beating me up.
Absolutely not.
What
Right,
the
well, I
level
think-
ones?
Yeah, I think that brings us to the end of tonight's Crystal League action. But don't forget, you can check out all of the Albion TV stuff right here on Albion Online Twitch channel. Make sure you hit that follow button and get notified when we go online. You can check out previous broadcasts in a condensed, highlighted form on the Albion TV YouTube, which the link is available on screen. And you can get in touch with us on Discord, Twitter, or whatever using the social media links. We hope you guys are enjoying this first week of Call to Arms and this first week of Season 12. And honestly, I feel like it could be the best season in a long time, Shozen.
Well, it's already starting off with a little bit of competition.
Just a
And I-
reminder, last time we had a competitive season was Season 7.
Yeah. Well, the interim season with Arrow 404, that was kind of competitive,
Nah,
right?
no, people only wanted Crystal in that. Like,
Yeah, okay.
like look at the scores. Look at the overall
No, you're right.
points.
No, I'm looking at now. I'm
like a
memory's a little
300,
fuzzy.
a 300k points winner. Shozen.
No, yeah, my memory's fuzzy.
That would
yeah,
have
pain
just
pills.
scraped top 5 last season. Like, do you know what I mean? That wouldn't even have got you top 5 in season 9.
Well, it was a shorter season. You know, it wasn't nearly. It was a very different kind of season. So I didn't expect people to get as many points. But yeah, this could be really cool to see how this one plays out. I'm interested in seeing what happens. I love all the seasons. Everyone has some kind of story for it. And having a story for number 1 would be new. I got to write it up at the end of the season. I got to do that end of season
Everybody
write-up.
loves your end of season war.
Not everybody loves my season.
Everybody loves your end of season write-ups anyway. Right. I look forward to the Magic Mark interview tomorrow. Thank you guys for watching Albion TV and enjoy the rest of your evening. The guys will be back tomorrow with more action. I think there's 20v20 and ZVZ tomorrow.
Yep, 20v20
as well as the Magic Mark
ZVZs
interview.
And Magic Mark interview. And so we have 10v10s planned, Hellgates. But I'm going to try to get a hold of some SBI representatives and see how they feel about maybe me delaying the 10v10 Hellgates until the changes go in, because I'm already hearing from the content I was planning to cover that that's just not going to occur. So we'll see what happens. Very well could have 10v10s after the Magic Mark. And if we don't have 10v10s, we'll watch 5v5s. Whatever. We'll watch Hellgates, man. We're going to watch people get killed.
Okay, well, that's a good note to finish on. People will die tomorrow, and Albion TV will be looking at it on screen. So make sure you tune in. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
Bye. Have a good one.